Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corless. Here now the news for February 11th, 2022. Let the good times roll as Mardi Gras 2022 is officially kicked off at Universal Studios Florida. We were there on the first night of the event to bring you coverage of everything the park had to offer. Of course, if you were there, you saw me throwing beads from the front of the gator float. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, we have reviews of every food booth, photos of every piece of event exclusive and Passholder exclusive merchandise, and we even again rode on a float so you can bring you everything you need to know about your trip to Planet Mardi Gras. It's all on the website. There's a lot of videos here too. We got videos of the parade, all sorts of fun stuff here on the channel. But since the celebrations have officially begun, guests can join a virtual line for the opportunity to ride on a Mardi Gras parade float this season. Information and registration for the virtual line are available in the app for Universal Orlando. Just look for the Mardi Gras Parade Float Riding. It's under entertainment. Virtual line passes are first come, first serve, with at least today we were there, the first distribution being at 12, and then every 2 hours after that until up to an hour before the parade began. Once available, tap Reserve Virtual Line Experience Pass and select the number of guests in your party. Then choose the available time you would like to return to ride your float. Float riders must sign a waiver to participate, and face coverings are required on the floats. Riders must be at least 48 inches tall with a parent or adult guardian over 18 years old to sign the waiver. Floats are assigned upon availability, and at your virtual line return time, check in at the animal actors on location 1 hour to 1 hour and 45 minutes ahead of the parade start. Crew Crawl is back for Mardi Gras 2022, and through this self-guided walking tour of the park, guests get to experience different Mardi Gras mask-themed art installations, then collect a prize for visiting all of the locations. We picked up a map at the Universal Studios store. It was $10 to participate in the Crew Crawl, and it's confined to just Universal Studios Florida. The prize at the end is your own Crew Crawl Mardi Gras mask. The map indicates the different locations in the park, and at each location you get a stamp from a team member. And if you do want a spoiler of where all of these things are and what they look like, they are on our website. We won't spoil it for those of you at home that maybe want to participate. The Mardi Gras Tribute Store at USF has now fully opened to the public. As the exterior facade implies, the Tribute Store is themed to a float factory. That is, a factory dedicated to designing and constructing parade floats. The entryway has a desk with sketches of the Tribute Store, and there are binders labeled for multiple different Tribute Stores. Blueprints, artwork, and photos for the store are on one cork board, and more sketches and models are on display in a glass case. The tip says safety last. There's a lot of fun little details like this you should look for as you go through the store. Next, guests enter the concept and ideas room of the warehouse and a wall-reach Tribute Store, float factory, and prop warehouse. Banners from previous Mardi Gras events can be found all over the place, and more safety tips are stuck throughout all of the shop. A Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store sign from last year has been stashed in a barrel, and the room even has references to HHN and other old tribute stores. One wall is covered in giant blueprints and concept images, and there are more desks covered in concept and ideas. Part of the Jazz Preservation Hall sign from the 2021 Tribute Store facade is here as well. You'll notice references to a Space Gator float as we move through the whole store, with eventually, by the time you arrive at the end, you'll see that float fully realized. So the store kind of walks you through the whole creation process from start to finish. Of course, also inside there are those little machines where you can make wax figurines. This year they have a gator and they have a riverboat. They're $6 each. Those are available in the store. Also in the store, be sure to look for Earl the Squirrel wearing a space helmet. It's very fun. And the HHN bear is in there too. If you want a full tour of the store, there are lots of photos on our website. There's also a video tour right here on our channel. Universal Orlando Resort's biggest party of the year is kicked off for the season, and some folks took the party a bit too far, however, leading to the involvement of local police. An adult was charged for giving beer to underage children in Springfield, USA, not the actual town, but in the town in the park. The alcohol was served to the parents, who passed it around to their children. The cop proceeded to use the convenient nearby fake police car to fill out their paperwork, leading to an interesting moment. So if prosecuted, adults in Florida can face up to 60 days in jail and a $500 fine. Orlando area theme parks are notoriously strict about underage drinking. Of course, obviously they can lose their liquor license, which would be very, very bad. And guests may face a trespass order as well. It doesn't seem like that happened in this case, but I mean, the comedy of a real police officer filling out paperwork on a fake cartoon police car is a moment I will never forget. While annual Passholder freestyle cups are still available at Universal Orlando, they are no longer buy one, get one free. The cups had been available as BOGO for almost a year. Most of the ET Adventure pre-show room is now blocked off by tarps as the ceiling is refurbished. Thankfully, the ride remains open. ET Adventure is in the Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone at Universal Studios Florida. Usually guests would be let through all three of these doors into the pre-show, separated into three groups by barriers, but for now, guests are only being let through the door on the far right, while the other two sections are chained off. At Universal Studios Florida, we spotted a new t-shirt featuring the most lovable extraterrestrial of all time, E.T. This white tee features a silhouette of E.T. in various shades of blue, the famous bicycle scene with him and Elliot riding through the top in black. The bottom of the tee says home in black and another ET silhouette cut from the O. This soft cotton tee is the perfect way to show off your fandom, and we found it in the gift shop at the exit of ET Adventure for $27. That's the toy closet, by the way. According to a post in the Universal Orlando annual Passholder Facebook group, a photo posted by Victor Jose Sanchez showed a car on fire in the Valet parking lot. Security would not let any guests exit the resort due to the obvious safety concerns. Valet parking was not accessible from the road for a while. At around 10:30 a.m., Universal team members started letting guests exit the resort only through the right moving walkway. And by 12:30 p.m., the car fire was put out by safety officials and guests were allowed to leave the resort. When we visited later, though, we found some burn marks on the ground. Oh boy, fun times. Back away, Muggles. Magic is currently at work around the Hogwarts Express in Hogsmeade, not the ride, the photo op, the original Hogwarts Express of the two Wizarding World lands. Construction walls have been erected around that display train in Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure. This is expected to be a short refurbishment and has no effect, again, on the ride. We have to say that because people get confused. Signs on the wall say, quote, "Notice magic at work, your patience is requested." Walls have also been put up inside the locker room for Hagrid's magical creature motorbike adventure. Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls in Toon Lagoon is currently closed for scheduled standard refurbishment. Construction walls surround the water ride, and we can now see scaffolding against a facade. A crew member was working on the scaffolding this morning, and as a water ride, Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls closes most winters for a brief refurb. The Making of Jurassic World Velocicoaster documentary, first available on Peacock, is now available for free on YouTube. Get a rare peek into the creative process at Universal Orlando Resort designs, builds the new Jurassic World thrill ride. Universal also shared a preview of the documentary in their tweet, but again, it's available in full now on YouTube. It's a pretty interesting documentary. A new figure of Harry Potter character Dobby is now available. Dobby is in the same pillowcase shirt he wears in the movies. He moves and makes sounds when you press on his chest. He speaks 4 different phrases. When you press his chest, his face articulates, including opening and closing his eyes. I'm going to have nightmares about this thing. We found him in the Universal Studio store at City Walk for $45. To go along with the matching wallet, a new Diagon Alley Loungefly backpack has appeared at City Walk as well. The front of the backpack resembles the famous alley with a starry sky behind Gringotts Bank. You can see Gringotts along with Weasley's Wizard Wheezes to the right. And the bottom of the bag is a zipper pocket covered in black sequins. And the Harry Potter Loungefly logos are on the bottom right. The back of the bag and the straps are all black. The zipper and buckles are a rustic gold color, and at the bottom of the back of the bag is more of the starry design from the front. And the lining on the inside is a pattern of a witch hat, a broom, an owl, a wand, and a cauldron. Following an extended soft testing period, the first of 4 new electric trams for the iconic studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood has been added to the fleet. The new vehicles feature a purple stripe along the doors with Universal Studios written in green. Normal gas trams feature that written in gold. The new vehicle also denotes their electric power on the front with green is Universal written on both sides. Team members at Universal Studios Hollywood say these vehicles have been soft tested off and on since COVID-19 closure ended in the spring, and the 4 electric trams are now officially part of the 20-vehicle fleet of Studio Tour trams. If you're looking for a stylish accessory while cruising down the street in your convertible, why not check out this new scarf we found at USH. The scarf is made of extremely thin material and has prominent yellow, green, and blue sections. Featured on the design is the retro Universal Studios Hollywood neon sign logo, along with the park's entrance arch, the Studio Tour trams, the entrance globe, studio lights, palm trees, and the iconic Hill Valley Courthouse. The scarf cost $24. Universal Studios Hollywood has some new Harry Potter apparel for Hogwarts students and Death Eaters alike. If you join the dark side, you'll like this raglan sweatshirt. The center is light gray and the sleeves are black. It costs $60. Each of these raglan sweatshirts is light gray with the sleeves, collar, and waist the main house color. The house crest is on the left breast. The name of the house is printed on the right sleeve. They cost $65 each. We found these in Wiseacres Wizarding Equipment. While Orlando may have discontinued their monthly pass holder buttons, Universal Studios Hollywood has now begun their program. The yellow pass member button has green arms in the shape of a hug around a red heart. The backing card says USH Pass Member in bold, while the button has the hashtag UniStudiosAP. The back says, "We love our pass members," and the message below says that pass members are the fun-loving people who own this place. So get your smiling face out here soon and give us a fist bump. Few changes have come to Super Nintendo World since it opened at Universal Studios Japan last March, with most focus on the upcoming Donkey Kong-themed expansion to the land that will open in 2024. But one small update is coming that might be a bit unfriendly to guests' wallet: the price increase of the power-up bands, which are integral to the land's experience. They'll be raised by nearly $6 starting on April 1st. That's right, the power-up bands will increase by 600 yen, from 3,200 yen to 3,800 yen. Price change was discovered via the ability to pre-purchase a Power-Up Band exchange voucher on the Universal Studios Japan website. Power-Up Bands are the slap wristbands featuring one of 6 designs, whether Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, or Toad, that are sold around Super Nintendo World. They allow guests to collect coins, play the challenges around the land, and collect stamps for achievements. You can, of course, check out the fun challenges as well as the Bowser Jr. Shadow Showdown, all of which require the Power-Up Bands, right here on our channel. Of course, we have videos of everything you could do at Super Nintendo World in Japan right here on the channel. Our most popular videos of all time. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure you hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. For UPNT, this is Tom Corless saying the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week, join host Rob Whiteside and a panel of Disney superfans as they take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus catalog, tell you its history, details, give their review, and let you know if it's worth your time. Current shows, classic movies, and everything in between. Watch Deep in the Plus live Tuesday nights at 9 Eastern for new episodes, or catch Deep in the Plus anytime on YouTube at unplanneddowntime.com.